All right, we have got basically the first part of our Dupont connector in place, and we've also got, as you can see here, we've got our coupler in place. Oops. We got our coupler in place at the correct height. That was an important one. And as you can see here, this arm that we have built here to put the platform on, that is going to be, and the reason that it has to be that way is because, let me show you the real one. It goes like this, and this guy under here is just under here. Now he's got this drawbar, which we're not using, because we're going to use a JST connect, or we're going to use, not a JST, we're going to use a Dupont connector. We got our platform. Here's our platform, and we're going to try some mosquito screen over the top of this to give it a nice tread. So where we're at is this. What we have here is this. I'm going to take this guy off here. All right, so this is the guy. He's giving us all the trouble. We finally figured out power. Now I put on here the first Dupont connector, and we're using it that way, so that from the tender we're going to get this connector right here. And so from now on, when we standardize tenders, it's going to be these guys on the locomotive, and it'll be these connectors on the tender. And we've got him in here in a way where when he's down inside here, we'll super glue him down again in a minute. He was already glued on there once and came apart. And we'll line him up. That this connector will go inside here and connect like that. It'll connect right there. And then on the real one, again, you've got this plate on the front, so there'll be a space to put the connector in, and that will be our way we get power from the tender, which we're going to need for this one, since, as I already told you, we're only wiping right now power from one wheel on one side. So it's important that we try to get as much power as we can, and we're going to get that from the tender. And if we standardize our tenders, this tender doesn't pick up a ton of power, so we're going to have to weight it down to something fearsome. We want to pick them up enough power so that when it's transmitted through our DuPont connector, that the locomotive is going to run. And that's important, and this is a big step right here in getting this part done. This is the thing that's been holding us up for a long time now, far longer than it should be. But now we've got it, and so we're going to move on, and we'll go ahead and we'll clean up this stuff and get this guy locked down, and then we will go ahead and wire this guy up. And I'll probably show you guys later, after I've done a little work with these connectors, how to actually use them and why you should use them, because the kit of these, it was like $10, but I also had a kit of JSTs, and I think that was 20 because I got a really nice tool with it. But now if I need refills, they're like $10, and you get a lot of stuff with the refills. Okay, so that's where we're at. Let's continue on.